There are strong indications that members of the Niger junta have begun to evacuate their families to Burkina Faso and Dubai over the threat of invasion by the Economic Community of West African States. Yeah, do you think the ECOWAS people, the this thing, how will I put it? The zeal is coming down. You think they are even serious to do anything? The exercise was reportedly carried out at the country's Agadez airport a few days ago, and it involved Gulfstream G550 jets. A source familiar with the movement said in the night of Friday 11th to Saturday 12th of August 2023, the Nigerian junta under the command of General Chiang evacuated all the putschist families. Indeed, several Gulfstream 550 type aircrafts, in particular flight number BFY 824R, took off from Agadez Airport to Burkina Faso and Dubai with their women and children on board. According to the source, General Chiani appears to have had intelligence of an imminent attack by ECOWAS. He protects his family and leaves Nigerian people behind to a certain death. While he shelters his family, Chiani is ready to send soldiers into a fratricidal war. Like any selfish and totalitarian putschist, he already uses state finances for personal purposes. It is at the expense of the Nigerian state that he sent his family to live richly under the Dubai sun. The junta does not hesitate a moment to set ablaze Niger while preparing a golden exit in Dubai. This, as ECOWAS said it was ready to intervene military in Niger Republic if diplomatic efforts to persuade the ruling military junta, which ousted President Mohamed Bazoum in a July 26 coup to restore democracy in the country, failed. ECOWAS Commissioner for the Political Affairs, Peace and Security, Abdel Fattah Musa, disclosed this Thursday in Ghana at a gathering of West African defense chiefs who were meeting to deliberate on a standby force. Let no one be in doubt that if everything else fails, the valiant forces of West Africa are ready to answer to the call of duty. Reuters quoted Musa as saying, "By all means available, constitutional order will be restored in the country." He added, Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gwabin Musa, said at the start of the two-day meeting in Accra, democracy is what we stand for and it is what we encourage. Is that how democracy is being played? Or you don't know the reason why all this, that even the so-called France, how they have been manipulating them? Is that what you call democracy? Yeah. Well, Bazoum has remained under house arrest with his wife and son in Niger's capital, Niamey. ECOWAS has long deliberated on the use of force, which is described as a last resort due to several mediation teams it sent to Niamey and also for a lack of consensus within its ranks. Burkina Faso and Mali, which have experienced multiple coups since 2020, warned that any military intervention in Niger will be declared as an act of war, revealing a fracture in the region between its coastal countries and those in the volatile Sahel. Guinea, which is also under military rule and had condemned any external aggression, refrained from making any other comments. The top security body of AU met on Monday to consider whether it should support military intervention, but had yet to make its decision public. The AU's Peace and Security Council could overrule a military intervention if it feels the wider stability of the continent will be threatened. If it rejects the use of force, there are few grounds under which ECOWAS can claim legal justification. Okay. Well, look at how African leader mindset work. This junta thought few of his families he had evacuated out of Niger are more valuable than about 26 million citizens of Nigerians. Instead of accepting some term and condition with the ECOWAS to achieve peace. Why must the coupists politicians in uniform evacuate their families into safety if the coupists are not demons? Even without a proposed invasion, African leaders never let their children to live in their country. They rather send them abroad to stay. So Chifianis will not be different. Shame on African leaders, especially the criminal Tinubu. I never mentioned Tinubu for you. Huh? I think when you say ECOWAS, somebody say ECOWAS is Nigeria. So ECOWAS is Tinubu. Propaganda and blackmail by European and Americans, shame on them. They have military base in Niger where they supply terrorist arms to cause trouble in Nigeria, yet they are asking Tinubu to go to war. Why preparing? Do you believe this story? It is just propaganda unless you have a corroborating evidence. No doubt about it, Africans fighting and killing fellow Africans on behalf of France and the US. Who is financing the invasion? Who is going to form it? Shame on ECOWAS. Give the soldiers a timetable to return to civilian rule.